Hey, this is American Lawn Sale fan. Haven't done a video in a long time, so I thought I'd do a short one on 5 gun trends that I just haven't caught on to. Now, this is just my opinion, just certain gun trends that just don't interest me. So without further ado, why don't we go into the 5 gun trends that I am just not personally a fan of.
Number 5. The AR platform.
The AR platform is one gun trend that I just don't personally care for. It's got nothing to do with my view on the Second Amendment. I personally believe that the ATF is an unconstitutional agency, and I personally believe that most gun laws, or at least 95% of them, need to be repealed. I've owned an AR, I've shot them before. I'm the first to admit they're comfortable to shoot, they're super accurate right out of the box. Because I'm the type who loves to tinker with my firearms and pull them apart. When I started pulling apart the AR, I just kind of went, wow, this is one complex mechanical thing, and it's kind of overly complex in my opinion, very delicate. We all know that gun stores across America sell the oh shit bag, which is a bag full of springs that you probably lost while working on them. The AR is very, very delicate. Historically, it's very delicate. That can affect its reliability if you don't constantly maintain it. And for me personally, I just think there are other battle rifles and sporting arms that are on par with the AR. It's just my opinion. I don't think they're bad. I don't think that anybody who uses them couldn't be well served with them. Just not to my taste.
Number 4. Strikerfired polymer pistols that aren't Glocks.
Okay, so this next one has a lot of reasons for it being on my list. Number one is I'm still very much an old school guy. When I first started getting into shooting, when I was old enough, I was into double action revolvers in 1911s. And my favorite actually being single action revolvers. And I got into the Wonder Nines of the 80s that everybody remembers, double action, single action pistols such as Beretta and Sig. It took me a while. I'm old enough to remember when the Gen 1 Glocks came out. It took me a while to even warm up to the Glocks. Now Glock is not considered the premier pistol like it used to be, and there are a host of other companies making striker-fired polymer frame pistols that some believe are better or have surpassed the Glock, just haven't caught on. There's no need for it. For what it serves, the Glock still serves my purpose, and I don't see a need to move on. But there's also another reason. Currently, the state I live in has got an infamous safe handgun roster. And the truth of the matter is so many of the polymer framed striker fired pistols are not on the list. That's my reasoning.
Number 3. Tactical shotguns in semi-auto.
This one's real personal for me. I'm going to be very vague, and I'm not going to claim somehow, some way I'm some expert in the use of tactical shotguns. I'm just an average guy. But I can say very vaguely that I've had to ready and make use of a pump action shotgun to protect my safety. Let's leave it at that. And in doing so, you kind of gain a trust for that kind of or that style of weapon. So I really trust a pump action shotgun. You know, very old school, whether it's a Mossberg 500 series or a very older model, not the new ones, but the older Remington 870s. Yeah, I think either one is perfect for me. So it makes me very hesitant to move to semi-auto. That's just me. When I was younger and I used to do competitive amateur fighting, boxing and kickboxing, people used to tell me I kind of fight like a shotgun. I just rack and go, and I throw holy hell behind every punch. It makes it hard to want to transition to a semi-auto where I have to kind of retrain and rethink, but that's just me.
Number 2. New short-barreled firearms.
I kind of group this in one category of what I call the new short-barreled firearms. And I'm including everything from AR and AK-7 pistols, but also including things like the Mossberg Shockwave. So why are all those weapons on this list? In short, it's because for me, it's more of a philosophical reason. I think, or I believe, these weapons were created really as a loophole and to answer the market of us law-abiding gun buyers. In truth, this is not what really we want. We want what we can't have, or what the feds have told us we can't have, even though the prohibition makes no sense. So, do we really want this AR pistol with this kind of extended buffer tube that you can kind of rest on your cheek, but is that legal or not legal? No, that's not what we want. We want the Hecker & Koch MP5. We want a short-barreled AR that still has a shoulder stock. We even want the Uzi in its original configuration, not in this extra long barreled and pinned stock that you can't fold anymore. We don't want a Class 3 license. We're law-abiding gun owners, and we want to purchase what's out there, or what should be out there. I believe the Fed should back off and let us law-abiding gun owners purchase what we want. So that's my reason they're on the list.
And finally, number 1, red dot sights.
I'd say the last 5 years or more, my pistol marksmanship has really gone up. And it didn't go up by doing a lot of tricks or anything. It just it improved by just me going out to the range and practicing, or dry practicing, or learning more about it, or getting that muscle memory. So I don't want this new system that forces me to relearn something. That's what I want to just keep improving. Another reason is, amazingly, technically I do wear corrective lenses, although, God, I hate these things. Look like bad Clark Kent. But for the last couple of eye exams, they've literally lightened my prescription. They've weakened it. So my eyes are actually getting better. I don't know why. I really don't. But I've seen that in my shooting as well. So I just don't want to rock the boat with this new thing that I'm supposed to be looking at. And now, instead of looking at a front sight, I'm trying to find a dot in this little window. That's just my opinion. I know it works for a lot of people, and that's great. But for me, I'm satisfied with good old-fashioned iron sights. Another reason is, I guess, I'm a little hesitant. I know they've made vast improvements in their reliability and their durability and everything. I just have a problem with trusting something that requires a battery on my firearm. Because we all know if that battery goes or something goes wrong with it, you're not going to be able to just yank off that sight and keep firing. So anyway, that's my list of 5 gun trends that I am just not a fan of. I'll be the first to admit, it could change. In a couple of years, I could decide that one or maybe all of them I was wrong about. I've also found that a number of shooters also are not fans of everything from AR pistols to red dot sights to whatever. We as law-abiding gun owners, we're very diverse in what we need, what works for us, and what we want. So I don't think we should be judging and pointing fingers at each other going, you're one of those red dot guys, or vice versa. It's just like, well, if it works for you, good for you. The only universal things we should all be as gun owners is we should all be universally safe, universally lawful, and universal in our passion for the Second Amendment and our strength and our passion to fight for it. Other than that, it's all a matter of personal taste. Anyway, that's all I got. God bless you. Nosy love.